Hello guys, in this tutorial we will learn how to send an email using SMTP in Python. SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. And what is POP? Post Office Protocol. Simple Mail Transfer Protocol SMTP is used as a protocol to handle the email transfer using Python. It is used to route emails between email servers. It is an application layer protocol which allows to users to send mail to another. The receiver retrieves email using the protocol's POP, that is Post Office Protocol, and IMAP, Internet Message Access Protocol. So how it works? So we send a mail to SMTP and through the server to the server pop-up or IMP, the receiver receive a message. When the server listens to the TCP connection from a client, it initiates a connection on port 587. Port 587. Python provides a SMTP lib module. So we have a lib module by SMTP lib module in Python, which defines and the SMTP client session object used to send emails to an internet machine. For this purpose, we have to import the SMTP lib module using the import statement. So the SMTP object is used for the email transfer. The syntax is SMTP object is equal to SMTP lib.smtp host port local host name. So what is host? Host, it is the host name of the machine which is running your SMTP server. Here we can specify the IP address of this server like smtp.gmail.com or localhost. It is an optional parameter. The port, it is the port number on which the host machine is listening the SMTP connection. It is 25 by default. What is the local host name? If the SMTP server is running on your local machine, we can mention the host name of the local machine. The send mail method of the SMTP object is used to send the mail to the desired machine. The syntax, here is the syntax. It's better to note it down, the syntax, or remember it. So it's very simple. SMTP object obj sent mail, sender receiver message. Who is the sender, who is the receiver, and what is the message, right? In the next example, we will configure the Gmail email and try to send the emails. Before that, you need to change the settings of the Gmail to the less secure from this site. I'll write it down. I'll paste it here. You guys can note it down. This is for Gmail account. https myaccount.google.com/u/1/ less secure apps, right? So click on that, and then after clicking it will be moving to this side, right? On this side, if you're logged in, I'm logged in with my email address here. So if you're logged in, you don't have to log in here. It will automatically detect the email address by which you have logged in. What you have to do is allow less secure apps. This is off. You need to turn it on, and make sure after your testing is done, turn it off your email less secure option here. Don't forget that. This is, we are using this only to demonstrate it to understand how it is working, right? Let's move on to our code. We'll go to Jupyter Node. SMTP email sending. This will be our heading. So I click OK. I'll hit Shift and Enter to execute this so that we have a header. Now, first what we'll have to do, import necessary packages from email dot mime dot multipart import mimemulti part, or else if you enter mime just hit tab, so it will find it from the database, right? Like this. From e I hit tab, you see the black button here, it's working. So what I need is email, so I click on email and mime dot text import mime text. Right, now we'll import SMTP lib. This is the important one. Now what we do is create message object instance. MSG is equal to MIME multipart. Right. So we are using this multipart. So message is equal to MIME multipart. And what is my message is equal to this is Python programming class by Ishro Ahmed. Right, this is the message, the body of the email what I am going to send. Right, now this part is clear. Now remember, set up the parameters of the message. So we have to set up the parameters, password of the email sending, right? And I'll paste the password at the end. Message is from which email address the message is going, right? And then message to which email address you are sending an email. So I'll write on my email address, which is from Gmail. Okay. Message, what would be the subject of the message? And my subject will be Python email sending test. This is my message. Right, is it clear? In next line, now add in the message body msg dot attach mimetext message should be plain, right? Now here create server. Server is equal to smtp lib dot smtp. Here we have to provide a server. from where you're going to send, right? smtp.gmail.com. This is the Gmail server and 587 is the Gmail port. Server.start tls. Start tls. Now login credentials for sending the mail. Server.login message from. We have is password. Right. Next, send the message via the server. Here, message via the server. Server dot send mail message from, comma, message to, message as string. Right. Now server dot quit, repeating the server. And the last one was print successfully sent email to is s colon and percentage msg 2. This is our code to send an email, right? So basically we use this part and we change this part, these 4 lines of the code as per our requirement, and this code will be changed and rest will be almost same. You don't have to change it, but it's better when you're practice in a different scenarios so that you guys can understand the perfect logic of sending SMTP email. Right, right. I have changed the username password there. Now I execute this code so that we can see what will happen. Before that, I'll check my email. Do I have any email? Because this email has been received from Google because I have changed it to less secure. So let's ignore that and let's see. Do I have any emails? No. Okay, let's hit this and see what we have. So we have an error here. Username password not accepted. Learn. So there is something wrong with the username and password. Let me check the username and password. All right, let's try the code. Fix the password. It might work right now. So let's execute the code again. Let's see what message. Yes, successfully sent email to amer@fabi.com. I have changed the email. Now I'll change the same email again to my personal email, gmail.com. Let's execute this code once more time. Let's see what will happen. And successfully sent to, now I will check my email whether I have received the email or not. Let's refresh it. I have received the email Python email test. I have received two, right? Thank you. Python email test. So what was our message? Let's see. Message was thank you, right? And subject was Python email test. Now here I'll change the message to Python programming language to language by Amir. I'll execute this code again, and I'll delete this and refresh it. Now I have received Python email test, and we have a Python programming language by Amir, right? We have successfully received this. Okay, now hope you guys understood the process of sending an email through Python, right? Now we'll move further and see what we have here. This code. Okay, let's create and send HTML email. So before that, we have created a plain text email. The first thing we are going to do is create an HTML email template. First, we have to create a HTML email template. Then we'll generate the script. Let's copy the code. So if you guys know HTML tagging, then you will understand this. If you don't know the HTML tagging, it's simple. Just try to learn basic. You'll understand that. Right? And here, title is Python email program by Amir, and I'll close the title. And here I have close head. Then next I have body. Then next I have h1 testing Python email program. This is h1 is header, and next we have h2 email received successfully. I close h2 tag, and now I close the body, and now I will close HTML. Right. This is the HTML code what we have created for email template. Now we'll leave this code. We don't have to run this code. Just for example, I have created here. We'll copy this code and we'll rerun it wherever we want it. Right. Now what we need is here in the above code what we have taken after importing after server. Where is the server here, server ssl import email email content. Can you see email content message is this one, right? So here we have written message, whatever message we are sending. Instead of that, what we do is here we will use the HTML tagging code, this code whatever we have written. Now I'll open another tagline, this cell, and I'll start the coding. Import SMTP lib import email dot message server is equal to SMTP lib dot smtp dot gmail dot com colon 587 is the port of the Gmail. I'm sending the email through Gmail account. Now email underscore content. This is the content what we are using. So we use three codes and we paste the HTML code here. We'll paste it later on. Let's finish our tagline code. Here, message is equal to email dot message dot message. Close message subject. What is the subject? Subject is Python, Python email sending as I as this is the subject of the email. Now, what we have to do is message from. This is from message to. To is to is I'm going to receive the email to this address, and password is I'll enter it later on. Message dot address underscore header content type is text slash HTML. You remember in last example we used this as a plain text. Let's go and check here. Somewhere we have here it is message plain. So it's a plain message. Now we are using text HTML. Message dot set underscore payload email underscore content. S is equal to SMTP lib dot SMTP is smtp dot gmail.com colon 587, right? S dot start TLS. Now login credentials for sending the mail. S dot login MSD from comma password. S dot send mail MSD from comma MSG to comma MSG dot as underscore string, right? Let's let's see how it is. IMPORT import. Okay, we don't need this because we have used it here, so we don't require that. We can use it later on also, but we don't need that. I'll delete that, right? So here we have it, and now I'll copy this HTML content what we have. I'll paste it here. Okay, and this is our content what we are going to send to the email, and last and I'll copy this server.quit and successfully send message to, right? Now I will execute the code, right? Let's hit shift and enter. Let's see, do we have any errors or this code is executed. Let's wait and see. Let's hit shift enter. We have error server.quit. Usually sent email. Please run connect first. Okay, so we haven't connected that, so we don't need to end that. So I remove this and exit this again and see we have, yes, successfully sent email to so and so email address, right? Let's check out my inbox and see whether I have received the email. Yes, Python email sending class by Amber. No, here what has received a text file. So I'll download the text file and see, open with Notepad what I have in that. So we have a complete HTML tag. For that, we can just redesign it. Just try to understand the concept of sending an email from Python programming to your inbox through plain text or through HTML text using SMTP. Just focus on the text. Don't get distracted by focusing on this. You can later on you can learn about this part, right? And here also you can use a code of how to attach a file as well. So I'll show you that code how to attach a file. I'll minimize this. Code to attach a file. Add image to message body. msg dot attach dot mime image file. This is, for example, this is a file name. Go.jpg. This is the file name. Then dot read or bracket open close. This is the piece of line to add the attachment. So whatever the file name you are mentioning, you need to, and this file should be uploaded in your directory where your Python file is located, or else you have to give the complete path. This is the scenario. Hope you guys understood this part. So I'll leave it here so that you can note down the code. Right. Please note down. I'll leave this part here so that, yeah, the complete code is in front of you. The This tutorial has covered most of what is needed to send emails of your application. There are several APIs available for sending emails, so you don't have to start from scratch, but it's also important to understand the basics. So what I was trying to teach in last 30 minutes was to teach you the basic part, basic concepts of sending an email through Python. Right, I'm sure you guys have enjoyed my session. So if you have any doubts, any queries, any questions, feel free to answer me. And here I have removed the from and password part. Don't get confused. From is the email what from where you are sending, and this is the password of from where you are sending an email. So you have to have that password, and you have to let secure app to be on. So now I'm turning off this one because this is not the good practice to keep the less secure app. Right. All right, guys, have fun. Take care. I'll see you in next class. Bye.